Hello everybody, welcome to this Gigrove review. Today I'm going to be telling you everything that you need to know about Gigrove. As always, if you do have any questions, please leave them in the comment section, and I will also be leaving a discounted link in the description so that you can always get your money's worth for Gigrove. What is Gigrove? Gigrove is essentially a website where you can configure your own e-commerce shop within minutes and be able to sell your items and your merchandise to people very, very easily. As you can see, this is the main page when you set up your account. So we're going to go through this to save time later on, although I will obviously be going through where all these sections are, but we won't actually be doing them. So we're going to go ahead and hit Let's Go. This will firstly take us to the store. You can configure your shop with a store logo, a banner, a name, email, phone, the address of the location, the country, etc. like that. And then you can also even set a location on a map for exactly where your store is. As you can see, it defaults to this random place in the middle of the ocean. However, you can set this to wherever you want very easily by clicking and dragging the little location pointer. Then you can go ahead and hit continue, but we're going to hit skip. Here, you can set up where you actually get payments from. So payout methods, you can do PayPal or Stripe. You just put in your email applicable there. And then your API credentials are required for PayPal. So all you need to do is put your username, password, and signature here. Under policy, you can put all of your terms and service, so store policies. As you can see, you paste them in here. You can also put in your refund policy so your other buyers know what they're doing when they eventually do get their item and say they didn't want it, and then you'll impress them. On the next page, you can select a support. So as you can see, you can put in your phone number and your email and the the address, that if everyone has any issues with their product, this is where they'll contact you to get that problem sorted. Under SEO or search engine optimization, you can put in the title, the meta description, and meta keywords. Now, if we hover over these little buttons here, this is essentially tells us what they are. So this is shown as the title of your store page. This meta description, as you can see, it says it's often shown as the black text under the title in a search result. So if you typed in Google, there'll be that little thing below it. That is what the description is, and then keywords are better ranking and they're what come after, etc. Then you can also set up Facebook and Twitter. They're the only two ones that you can do on the SEO page so far. Then under social, you can put all of your social media. So you've got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. Google Plus is here, even though that's now shut down, but Snapchat and also Pinterest. And then we can hit dashboard. So here we are on our storefront. Now, it does look like there's a lot of things on the left-hand side, but I promise you these are really, really easy and they do not take long to go through, and they're very, very, very self-explanatory. But if we have a little look at this main dashboard, as you can see, we've got the notifications at the top. You've got your profile as well, under which you have personal, address, social, and membership, all fairly self-explanatory. But if we go back to our storefront, this is what it will look like. Now we have items, about, policies, and customer dashboard. Under items, you can obviously view all the items that you've got added. Under about, you can view all the information about the companies. Policies as well, all your terms and conditions, refund policies, etc. on. And then your customer dashboard is where they can have a look at all of the stuff they need to see. For example, their orders, downloads, payment methods, and stuff like that. Now, as you can see, you have the logout, VAT numbers, bookings, but as we're not going to be a customer on this website, we're going to go back to our storefront. So to add a new item, all you need to do is hit the Add New Item button. Now, hitting this will take you to a separate page where you can put in the title, whether it's a service or downloadable, the title of the item, the price, and a description along with some photos on the right. And as soon as you've done, you can either save it as a draft or hit submit. Under My Items, you can also view a lovely page of every single one that you've got, along with their status, their stock, their actions, and their name, etc., etc. And you can sort by either 10 to 100 entries. With the free plan, you are limited to only selling 3 items, and you can add a new product by hitting this button. You can manage your stock via this button. You can import items or export items as well. Now, bookings is if you want to use this storefront for, say, a business, for, say, hairdressing, for instance. If you're not actually selling an item and you're selling a service and you want to have a bookable experience for people, then you can create a bookable experience here. You can have your list of bookings upcoming and also have it in a calendar form. So all you need to do to create a bookable is go ahead and hit this button, and it's exactly the same layout as before. As well as that, the bookings list is very similar to the original list we looked at, like so. And then if we go to the bookings calendar, it will look like a regular sort of calendar of which you have all of your different appointments listed on. Also, you can manage delivery. So if your company wants to deliver the items, then you can also manage delivery attendees by having the name of the delivery person and then all of their information here. And these are the people that will be delivering your goods. As well as that, there is an option for Shipping Manager. Under here, you can either enable or disable shipping, and all you need to do here is put ready to ship in how long, and this is what it will display on the website, and then whether it will be by country or by weight. On the left here, you do also have other information that you can put. You can put in the name of the store, the location of the store, if you do want delivery, what payment. Shipping information is as shown, delivery times, bank transfer details if you don't want to be paid via PayPal or Stripe. You can also put SEO so people can find your store even quicker. All of your policies can also be on here, but these might differ if you are getting them delivered. It really depends on what you're selling. Customer support, ship stations, storefront colors. I mean, these ones are obviously getting into the thing where these are only if you really want them. As you can see, you don't need to change the color of your storefront, but that's only really if you want to personalize it to your own liking. Now, under the Media Manager, this is where you can view all of the files and images on the website. As you can see, we don't have any at the moment, but this is what you can do. You can look at the size of them, the actions of them. You are also limited to 5 GB of disk space usage. Under license generators, this is where you can sell licenses to software, for instance. So you obviously can put a maximum activation count per license key. So say you wanted to only have 1 activation count per key, you would obviously create a new generator and have a link for that. And then this is when it would expire. This is a really, really useful feature. And it just goes to show how many things that Gigrove can actually do for you for your store. And then you also have a list of license keys under here. You can view all of your orders under the Orders tab. As you can see, we do not have any orders so far, but all you need to do is hit the Orders Manager, and this will tell you all of the orders, when it was purchased, billing address, gross sales, date, and actions. But as you know, we don't have any, but you can print in any of these formats, choose a date range, and choose to show any of these different variables. Under the Reports tab, this is a really, really nice sort of designed area where you can view all of your sales in the past year, last month, this month, all of the stuff that's low in stock, stuff that is out of stock. And again, you can print this, and as you can see at the bottom, you have a nice key of all of the different colors and what they mean. Under Analytics, we have CRM. This is where you can view the store analytics by this month. As you can see, you can view all of your top regions. You can look at your daily views. If we scroll down the page just a little bit, as you can see, the page views have gone up because we are the only people viewing this page so far. If you go a little bit further down, you can also look at all of your top referrers. So if you want to reward people who are sharing your website the most, this is where you can look at that. You can also set up a live chat possibility. So this is very, very easy to do. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, but what you would need to do is simply have a look at all of the users, and you can connect a live chat here. As you can see, this is where you would view all your messages, but you can also look at the chat history and any offline messages as well. This is where under here is where you can look at all of your support tickets. So very, very similar as well. It will give you the ticket name, and as you can see, all this other information at the top. But as you know, we do not have any support tickets, but this is where you would view them. Under customers, you can look at every single person, their username, email, location, how many orders they've had, money spent, what their last order was, and actions, so that you can have a seamless way of looking at every single person who's bought it, so that you can easily contact them, see where you're shipping to, see what they've ordered, so if you need to refund, it's really, really useful. Under the Coupons tab, you can also configure any coupons that you have. So as you can see, it will give the records here, but if you want to add a new coupon, you hit the Add New Coupon button at the top right, and once you've done that, you can put the code at the top, the description, the percentage discount. You can either have a percentage or a fixed discount. You can have a coupon amount, and then your expiry date, and then you can also have an expiry date, and then allow free shipping or show on the store. And then you can also add restrictions and loads of variables to make sure that it's basically the perfect type. So essentially, you can also have Gigrove API. Now, I'm not going to get into this too much, but as a little bit of a rundown, all you would need to do is get the API key or token, whatever you call it, and import that into your own website, and anything that you sell via that will go via Gigrove. Going back to the Shop Settings tab, this is very, very simple. This is where you can change all of the settings as to all of these different areas. So the store, location, payment, very, very self-explanatory. In other settings, you have loads of different stuff. You can also change the display URL, so you can choose which country you're in. Email settings, depending on who the from name and the from email. Storefront colors, you can change the background and the font color here. Lots and lots of stuff. And you can also add your own custom code or JavaScript code. It's really up to you. I'm not going to go on to edit profile because it has my phone number and stuff on it, but you can change your phone number, address, password, profile picture, everything you would need to in there. In team members, you can also have a look at everyone that is in your shop. As you can see on the free trial, you only have a limit of 3, but for a small business, I think that's plenty if you're using a free website. You can also make a custom domain. This is where you would very, very simply link this to your own domain, so you could have hello.com and this website or the Gigrove website would immediately be appearing when you typed in that domain. You also have the option for sub accounts. Now this is where you can get support. This will also take you to an external website as well. But each sub account, as you can see, it will create a separate gig store, so it won't have the same items unless you import or export your original store rather that we saw earlier, and then you import that file into your new one. And then you obviously have your Get Help tabs, your documentation tabs, all of your previous purchases and subscriptions, and then log out. And that about concludes my review of Gigrove. So now it begs the 2 questions: do I like it and would I recommend it? And very, very simply, this is a very easy answer of yes. The one thing I have to admit is my favorite with this website is the fact that it's not just something like where you can import your own clothes and stuff like that. This does everything. It does bookings for your company, it does licenses, it does shipping, delivery, everything you could possibly ever want to sell is on this website, and that is why I can only recommend this. But thank you everyone for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.